and recognizing that fact, and the fact that, they're the ones taking the risk. They're the ones that have put their capital up at risk, and either direct risk, or they've got a bank loan or something else that's going on. But that's what drives this economy. Mm-hmm. That's where new ideas are invented, new methods are invented, new technologies invented, is in small companies. Now, did learn something yesterday. I didn't know a small business was any business less than 50 million. Uh-huh. That was new to me, because to me 50 million's big business.
Oh, yes, definitely. In fact, they say that over 50% of the working population, which includes about 120 million individuals, work in a small business. And small businesses have generated over 65%, Richard, of the new net jobs since 1995.
Wow.
So there is something to be said about being a small business, and embrace it. I know that there's a lot of roller coaster rides, but big businesses have that too.
Look at it. We've all been through a downturn. Even the big corporations went through this downturn that started 5 or 6 years ago, and putting all that together. And it hadn't been a fun ride for anybody.
Well, my daughter down in Miami works for a large retail association or retail company here, corporation here. And I mean, they just did a sweep of closing stores. Look at what was the space? What was the sports place there? That
Sports Authority.
Sports Authority. They closed.
Yeah, they closed
everything.
down a couple of years ago. Yeah.
Yeah. And I know my daughter was stressed, and she's like thinking that retail is safe because everybody wants to shop retail, but they still need to look at what stores are producing, what stores are not, and they need to merge, and they need to really work smarter, because otherwise they're going to lose it all.
Well, and that's, everybody hates the dreaded financial reports that come out every month in the P&L that you're held accountable for. But, those are important business tools. Whether we like them or not, that's our roadmap. That's our GPS that tells us how we're doing in business and how we're putting things together. It also goes, you dealing with your daughter. The other side of that is, what products are selling? What's not selling? What do we keep in inventory? What do we find something to replace and get rid of the inventory? Mm-hmm. And when you see a lot of that going on, a lot of the sales that's happening, what it's about is hooking it up, mm-hmm. and putting it together. So that's the whole side that we're looking at and what we're trying to play with. Mm-hmm. So
precisely. And again, who wants those 2 tickets to the 9th Business Acceleration Summit? That's going to be a mentor and mastermind. And again, our call-in number is 321-806-3159. It looks like we do have a caller on the line. Jeff, do you want to patch that? Who do we have here today with us?
Rob the Printer.
Rob the Printer, one of our previous spotlight guests. So hi, Rob Palumbo with, okay, let me get this right now. Design, graphics, printing, right?
Wow. You guys are good.
Yes. Well, you're awesome since you print all our stuff. I always want to get that design and graphic mixed up. So thank you.
No problem.
Thank you for calling. So
no problem.
Share with us.
So what motivates you as a small business owner, huh?
Yes, what motivates you? What is your big why?
Oh, well, just getting out there and being part of the business world, honestly. I mean, I just, being, putting out a good product. That's why I get up in the morning and I go into work and I do my job.
So you really are passionate about serving the people that come in and are willing to invest in you, if I can rephrase it. Yeah,
exactly. Yeah, said in better words, exactly.
And you also, I know that you take it very personal with your product. I mean, I've seen you work nonstop.
We call that multitasking.
Yes, we do.
It's delaying dinner, yes.
Yeah, a few times. Dinner, Mother's Day, Valentine's Day.
Mm-hmm. Mother's Day, maybe. Valentine's Day, I wouldn't push that one too far.
Well,
it happened once. I got a lot of trouble for that.
Well, I don't blame you.
It was a trip to the jewelry store to repair that damage.
You're a good guy. Well, I know when you were on our show here this last month, you shared, or I guess maybe it was March that you were here with us, but you shared how you started in the business, and you really, you didn't take your dad's business and carry it on, but you learned from your father.
Oh yeah, This is like second generation printing, graphics, being kind of involved in the whole situation. It was kind of in my blood.
Well, and you do a phenomenal job. I know that's why we refer you. That's why we use you.
Oh, thank you. Thank you. Well, you guys are awesome. I mean, it really was awesome being on your show, and I just thought it'd just be cool to call and give my point of view.
Well, we definitely do appreciate that for sure. Double thumbs up.
And we will
sir.
And we're going to be at the 9th Business Acceleration Summit, which again is May 17th. I've got the dates here. Let me get them here real quick here. It's May 17th, 18th, and 19th, I believe. Let me just double check. May 16th. I'm sorry. Tuesday night's the dinner. But May 17th, which is Wednesday, it's an all-day event. You're going to receive a ticket for that specific day.
Awesome.
Value is $120, and that's
nice.
I know it. So we'll definitely make sure that Shannon Greenwich gets your name, so you'll get those tickets waiting for you. I'll get them mailed to you, but we'll be there all day as well, and we're just always looking for ways to grow our business so we can keep that why front and center, so we don't get discouraged, because we need to be around. Well, it's important to be around other entrepreneurs, other small businesses, so that we can stay focused.
Yeah. Yeah, it is. It is, especially when you're lost in your own ideas and you need to go outside the box of asking somebody else. The more connections you have to people, I'm not even talking. I'm talking about possibly even, let's say you want to move your shop, and you're in printing, and you're like, well, I want to go. Where's the right place to put my printer? My operation.
Right.
And that could be an ice cream stand. That could be. And this is just you want to talk to other people that own small businesses and what their experiences were moving their business next to Publix versus next to a medical office versus next to a dry cleaner. You get different people and different, you can't just do it all on your own, It costs more to do it on your own than to take in other people's advice and go from there.
So true. And I know you just went through that move a little over a year ago, so I'm sure you were really tapped into a lot of those resources to find out.
I did.
So.
I did, for sure.
But we so appreciate you calling in and sharing with us today, Rob, and we'll get that ticket mailed to you, and we'll see you there.
All right, sounds good.
Everybody check out Rob Palumbo at DesignGraphicsPrinting.com.
.net.
.net. Oh, no, I really blew it.
Yeah, I couldn't get the .com.
.net.
Darn. .net. So
all right.
we'll put your information out there and congratulate you. So we'll promote you again on the So Social Radio Show page.
Appreciate that.
Thank you, Rob.
All right,
Bye-bye.
take it easy, guys.
Have a great social day. Bye-bye.
You too.
I mean, Rob was on the show, but that's an interesting story. I mean, Rob worked for the family, but he wanted to step out on his own. He wanted to be responsible for himself. And, he is he's the perfect example for an entrepreneur, and an entrepreneur that's made it reasonably successful in what he's doing. He's got a great reputation. He's got a great product. And, like you said, our recommendation is he takes care of all our printing.
That he does. And what I love about him is he doesn't ever get mad at us when we come in with those rush jobs or last minute jobs. Well, not rush, but last minute, which makes it rush. But yeah, he treats us very, very well. So again, I'm excited that he'll be there with us at the 9th Business Acceleration Summit there at the Hilton Rialto. Again, we have one ticket left. We have about 10 minutes left that you can call in and get that second ticket we're giving away today. Oh my gosh, the amount of speakers that are going to be there. I mean, if you would go... Do
you have a list of those in front of you? You have the website?
I have a website. I can pull it up here real quick while you're talking. If you want to talk, I'll...
Sure.
Yeah, I multitask all the time, but I don't always do a great job at it. So let me pull that site up.
I've got a real good friend up in North Atlanta, Jeff Curlow. And Jeff Curlow makes one-off aircraft. And he's got this neat aircraft. Talking about small business entrepreneurs that are willing to take a risk. He's putting a single-seat Jet Kennard together up there. You're talking about being really out there on being one-off. Jeff does a fantastic job, and he's got a great team around him that is willing to work with him and people that take care of him. So when we look at it, I mean, we're in social media. Jeff is in aviation. We got Rob that's in printing. We got the owner of this radio station, Jeff Heiser. You know, all of this are entrepreneurs that we've all taken a risk that probably 99% of the professionals would say, you're crazy. Just figure out something else to do on that. And you can jump in on that one if you want, Jeff. So, you know, on putting that out there. But it's so true. You know, it's just a special breed. It's a special mentality. It's a way to keep life exciting and interesting and moving forward. And you know, I just love the thrill of going out and helping people.
It's a feel good. I know that when I'm able to find a solution for a client that really gets them excited, it gets me excited, but most importantly, it helps them take their business to that next level, or to see social media or online marketing differently, or email marketing. And when they get results, like yesterday at the event that we spoke at, I had a few of our constant contact email clients come up to me and share their stories of what's been happening with their emails, because you know, they decided to take the chance and try it, and they have growing their business. They're getting communications out there. We had a lady that came to your branding event a few weeks ago when you did the branding, Brand You Mastermind, and she walked out of that brand workshop with a new brand that she's been sharing out here, and she says she's blowing people away with it. They just like, wow, you know, it's making her stand out, making her unique.
And that's what it's all about.
Yeah.
And that's why, you know, we created the Brand You experience. And it's the same thing that you do with your social media. You know, your social media is all about top of mind awareness, top of mind presence of what's out there. But that's what you can do in small business. You don't need all these $1 million advertising campaigns. And, you know, I think it's really interesting to see the type of advertising campaigns that are coming through on TV now, because there's so many of them that are new product oriented, new product related out there. I don't know if anybody else has picked that up on what they're seeing on TV out there right now, but it's just amazing the new services that are being thrown upon us on a national level. Now, you know, they've all got big brands around them to afford that type of marketing, but you know, it's out there.
It all takes investments, and even as a small business, I think that's probably one of our biggest challenges, is where we can get some loans or that investment money. And I do want to just bring attention to a website, which is the Small Business Administration, their .gov site. That's sba.gov. They have tons of resources there, and they have a learning center. They have how to get loans and grants. There's, of course, the SBA loan you can always apply for, but they also give you other information, like how to start a business, managing a business. They have a lot of forms, a lot of different information links that you can click on to. Score is another one, score.org, the national score. And then they have all the local score, that's SCORE.org. They have a tremendous amount of information that you can actually tap into, and this is all free information to help small businesses.
No, exactly. And you've got the Small Business Development Center. They kind of overlap and do the same thing, but it's another place to go get resources. It's another place to go look at what's going on. Then you have Career Source Brevard. That's another one. We Venture's doing a lot of stuff now with women entrepreneurs. So these are resources that are available to you, and people that are willing to give up their time to help you.
Well, you asked me to let our audience know some of the mastermind mentors that are going to be at the Business Acceleration Summit again, May 16th, 17th, and 18th here in Brevard County at the Hilton Rialto, or actually Melbourne, Florida. And they have a whole list of, and we've had the opportunity of hearing